Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Oates, and that's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
They'll go three tight ends here on first and 10. Throwing right away on the game's first play. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And he'll get forward, gives him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
It's third down.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Myers. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, Vegas.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And he will score. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Vegas. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. Whoa! He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Here comes second and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he will go all the way. Keaton Mitchell, touchdown Ravens. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. To start the drive. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go again with Genty. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Kevin Winston is there on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Third down, they'll throw from the gun. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He'll take this in back at the 16. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
16 yards.
16 yards. Pick up on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Give up the middle for Mitchell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out wide, and he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A give to Mitchell. Yeah, and he's into the end zone. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return. Here comes Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Raiders.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this 1st quarter alone. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
at their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Flush to his right. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they come up to face 3rd and 5. Now, Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. start by going forward with a pop pass. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
For the Raiders.
This is taken at the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The throw here is complete. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson gonna keep it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
What? Wait. Get out. We changed it. What are you? What is it? Hey, report. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passes game. You you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback, and in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
He's got his tight end, that's Andrews. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, right back to Mitchell. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Darian Porter in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action now. Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. And the pistol, Jackson ready. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's into the end zone yet again. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to let one go, looking for Miles.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Third down and 3. He'll look to throw. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the Raiders. This one, returnable. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. They'll look to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he's got another one. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. The extra point is good. And the Ravens have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion, that's Thornton. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Ravens.
Here's Gentile. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 29.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Bowers the man in motion. Back to the air one more time. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. He's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Raiders have come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and And this one's good for a first down.
A gain of 12.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
17.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's a big one for the Ravens. It's a gain of 43 yards.
180! 180! What a shot!
Running is Mitchell. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
What a shot! What? What a shot!
On third down, here's Mitchell.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Ready, go!
On 1st and 10, it's Genty. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. And this will not be a spike. He faked it.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Third and long. He gets this one complete to Pittman. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
It's a gain of 20. And a Las Vegas first down.
Bowers, the man in motion. They run the toss to Genty. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Now this looks like a design run, and he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Raiders. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, get hot! Get hot! What are you? Get hot!
On play action, here's Jackson. Right here, down the field, will fall incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Second and 10. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Third down, they need 5.
What? Get hot! Middle!
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
50-yard line.
Change it.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
No, we changed it. Hey!
Again, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This fielded in the end zone. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
15-yard line.
Let's go now.
He'll run the draw with Genty. After the struggles continue, he's dropped behind the line again.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
It's a gain of 18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Vegas.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go.
A run, Genty. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
So listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
14 yards.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third.
A gain
And
of 14.
Sunday Night Primetime
First
continues
down, Raiders.
after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And that one incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the left side. It is caught by Myers. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
To the left side, into the hands of Beck. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Run right up the gut with Genty. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Once again, it's Genty. Powering forward. He's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Dejounte Wester now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
No, take it to the house.
A run here with Mitchell. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 22
Can't ask for
yards.
much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
He is having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10. Jackson. Looking into the... He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Catch made. That's Pittman. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He is out of bounds. He's going to mark him at the 24-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Raiders.
Now Genty. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. They wind up getting fourth down conversion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go, he is taken down. The big man, Namdi Matabike, there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
They'll drop to throw. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
First down, Las Vegas.
Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. They'll run here. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll run. Uh-oh. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Genty. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
2nd down, goal to go. They'll run with Genty. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go street. What do you want? Hey.
They'll run with Genty. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.